I'm going to react to The Warning, Consume, and I'm gonna see them in Bottle Rock. Okay, so Bottle Rock is in Napa. I bought a 3-day pass, but I really bought it because I found out The Warning. That was kind of like the what put me over the edge of wanting to buy one. And I figured, well, I'm already going anyway, and there's like really good bands playing every single day. So I do want to point out though, they put them on the third line. That means they're probably going to play around like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. That's my guess. Because Bottle Rock ends kind of early. Like I think even the headliners come on at like 7:30 maybe, 9, 8. It's like not that late. So they might be playing even as early as 4 or 5 or 6. So just keep that in mind if you're coming that day. Don't show up late. We're going to get there early. Plus any of the Warning Army who knows me from like Warning Patreon and my YouTube channel, we're gonna hang out. Like I'm gonna find a location in Bottle Rock and be like, we are meeting at this time. Obviously not when the Warning are playing. And then hopefully, or some of you guys have a good spot for the Warning, and then I can go find you and come sneak in next to you, save me spot. You can put blankets down at Bottle Rock, so that's good. Secondly, they are going on a tour at the same time with Youngblood, and like it's from May 1st until June 13th, and they're going all the way from Michigan, so through the Midwest, through the West, like Colorado, Utah, Washington, Oregon, then Nevada, San Diego, Los Angeles, Arizona. So as you can see, like Bottle Rock's right around here. That's after Los Angeles, conveniently. May 25th, they're in Phoenix, and then Texas, Florida, North Carolina, East Coast, DC, Massachusetts, New York, and then the South, Georgia. That's why they have a few days off here. Okay, so they're opening. I'm probably just gonna do the Bottle Rock one because I'd have to go to Los Angeles, and that's like right before, right? Like I have to look at the calendar here, but it's like the 22nd is the Friday. That means the very next day they're at Napa. So I'd have to go to LA, then go up to Napa the next day. Um, I just can't. It'd almost be easier to go to San Diego and then fly back, and then you'd have a few days before the 24th. Okay. So today I'm reacting to the Consume from Auditorio Nacional. I have been reacting to the Warning for like 6 months, I think now. And so it's been really fun to get to know the girls and the fans. Obviously, you guys are a big part of that. You're very protective, which is nice, but just know that I'm very much a live music person, and so that's why I and plus I also my channel grew a lot and I got a lot of fans, and I have fans who like all different types of music, and so therefore they're always requesting me to do different things. And so when I get a ton of requests in and like I don't have the Warning requested, it's like I have to like do all these other requests. So it's not because I don't care. I do care. In fact, I'm going to do a full recap of the concert. Like that's what I'm really excited about. And I just applied for a press pass to Bottle Rock, so who knows? Maybe they will approve that. And then I just wanted to point out that I sell all of my Warning reaction videos on my Patreon for $3 for all of them. And so you get that forever. And when I get a new Warning thing, I add it. So maybe at some point I'll make a new collection for another $3, like maybe for the new album. I think that's fair. I think it's like everything pre the new album that we're hearing about. And then the new album can have its own. Of course, my Patreon members get that included in their membership. But if you buy the collection, look, 45 posts. How many reactors have done 45 Warning videos? Okay, how many? I just like it because also people were like, you look like Danny. And I was like, I'm so flattered by that. Like that alone made me just want to keep watching them. They're like, you look like Danny. I'm like, please tell me more. Okay, so this is Auditorio Nacional. As we know, they fill up big auditoriums in Mexico, and I think it'll be nice the size theaters they're playing in the US. They're playing the Greek theater. That's like, it's not the huge. By the way, Moody, that's interesting. It's the Moody Amphitheater. I've been to the Moody Center. So the Moody Center is this huge basketball arena. Moody Amphitheater is probably outdoors, It's going to be hot, by the way, because Austin in the end of May is going to be like, okay. So just keep that in mind if you're going down to the south around this time. This is going to be like, okay. But that's interesting. They have, yeah, these are mostly outdoor amphitheaters, which is kind of nice. I like that size. Oh, Red Rocks. Red Rocks is so pretty. I just went to tour it when I was in Denver in November. I mean, that's just going to be stunning just to see the beauty of the morning with the beauty of Red Rocks. I don't know anything about Youngblood, so I think it'd be hard for me to go also to that. Whereas, like, when I go to Bottle Rock, I love the Foo Fighters. I love Zed. And then look, there's very famous people here. AJR, they're like, I know a few of their songs. Joan Jett, she's like old school. Bush, that was a really popular band. Better Than Ezra, that's one of like the punk rock bands I used to like in high school. It was very popular. And then of course The Warning right here, down under I don't know any of the lower acts here. And of course I know who Busta Rhymes in. I know who LCD Sound System is. I'm not like a fan. I probably know some of their songs and don't even know it. But like on the other days, Teddy Swims is like a really popular DJ. Lil Wayne, very popular rapper. Lorde, she's that like cool, I know the new diamonds in the rush. And if you don't like that, they have Papa Roach, who's like one of these like rock yelling people. Shaka Khan's popular. Tash Sultana is really popular. Natasha Bedingfield, she's like a singer songwriter type. Men at Work, that's so funny. They're like the 80s band. And then on the last day, of course, the Backstreet Boys, who doesn't love them? I saw them at the Sphere. They're so good. Ludacris, really big rapper. I actually don't know who Somber is. And then I know who Mount Joy is. It's very indie sounding rock. Slightly Stupid is actually a reggae California rock band that's pretty big. I met this guy and he's like a super big Slightly Stupid fan. And so he's going to be there. It's just so funny. I had just happened to meet someone. It was like a date like 6 months ago. We only went on one date, but he was like, oh my God, I love Slightly Stupid. And I was like, that's so random. And then I saw that they were doing Bottle Rock, and I followed them on Instagram because of his recommendation. Kool and the Gang, that's like one of those disco bands, right? And yeah, so there's just enough good music going on that it's worth going. And plus, it's just a really nice, beautiful festival. So yeah. All right. Well, let's hear Carin Leon, To Be Loved.
On my neck, 3 purses on a jet, no $1 million threats.
Okay, so that's who is Carin Leon. It sounds like pop country. He has the same. So is he like a country singer crossover? But is he like Mexicano? Is he Mexican? It's very interesting. But so far he sounds like a modern poppy country singer.
My wrist, 550 on the bands, no rich and famous tricks. Damn, I really hit the lotto, lucky. Oh, something you can buy with money. I don't need my name on Forbes list. If it's all up on your lips, there ain't nothing I would miss. I just need love to be loved, to be loved, to be loved by you. I just need love to be loved, to be loved, to be loved by you. No, I'll never be broke.
The chase, what difference does it make? It's a bittersweet taste. No worries. I would take begging over greed, and if it was up to me, you'd be all I ever need. Okay. This life is gonna buy me nothing. Without you, it feels so numbing. 'Cause I don't need pockets when they're deep, and the talking when it's cheap. It's a how you call it dream.
Okay, I love that whole verse of how they integrated The Warning. They just like suddenly got introduced. You see Danny. I love how it's like cleverly shot, where it's like Danny starts singing, Pau has her little backup vocal, and she happens to be right by the jukebox. Then you see Allie just throwing darts across the bar while Danny walks across the bar. Oh, it's a slot machine. Cool. Okay, so she's playing the slot machine. Wow, her hair is so red here. I love it. Great hair, of course. The wavy, messy, love it. All right, let's go.
Just need love to be loved, to be loved, to be loved by you. I just need love to be loved.
Okay, that's very interesting. One, I love the girls, but this is a total crossover. Like, I was looking up this Carin Leon guy because I've never heard of him, but he's big time. But it looks like he does a lot of traditional, like, look, banda, mariachi, norteño, sierreño, okay? But then he also does techno banda, grupero, country, soul, R&B, pop, rock, flamenco. He just does it all. But he has the look of like ranchero, okay? Now, I live near San Jose, okay? And we have a very large, well, specifically like Chicano, Mexicano, so like Mexicans who live here. We have also like El Salvadorians, Guatemalans, whatever, but this is like very specifically Mexican. And there is this like country culture, especially when you come down, when you drive down California, if you drive from San Jose to Los Angeles and you take 101 and you go through like Salinas, Gonzales, Paso Robles, which is funny, it's called Paso Robles, even though it should be Paso Robles. Okay, it's literally called Paso Robles and you cannot call it the other. It is very country, it's very cowboy, but it's specifically Mexican country. Okay, it's like cowboy hats, and there's a lot of like ranches and farms and stuff like that. So he has that look, and but a lot of the music you hear, if you listen to the radio when you're in those places, you get like Mexican rock, and a lot of it is dun, 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 na, 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 na. And we even have a mariachi bar that becomes okay, there's a club in like Mountain View near San Jose, and on Sunday night it becomes a mariachi club, and they have a full mariachi band, like 15 people, okay, because there's like all the trumpets and stuff like that, and they perform on Sunday nights live in the main room, and then in the second room it's like a DJ with reggaeton and other types. It's more like merengue, okay. I've been there. Okay. So I was like one of the only not Mexican people there. And I'm very tall. Okay. I'm like 5'9". So a lot of the people there are much shorter than me. So they like, I stand out. The point is, me and my friends were there and they're like, oh, like, do you know, like, they were like being really nice. Like, oh, just, like, this is how you dance to it. And da 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 da. And I was like, oh, thank you. That's so nice. Whatever. But I really liked it. So I think that his music probably does sound like other thing. Oh, look, he went to Stagecoach because he's doing country crossover now. So Stagecoach is like straight up a country festival. So it's interesting. He did Coachella and then he performed at Stagecoach the next weekend because enough of his music is like country sounding that he can fit at Stagecoach. So, okay. So look, I think that this song is not my genre. It's not my preferred genre. I like some country music actually, and I've been to Stagecoach. Like Luke Bryant, I think it's really like cheesy, but it's really catchy. Okay, it's like got my car, na 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 na, country girl, shake it for me, yeah. Okay, so it's fun. It's not like my favorite genre, but I can enjoy it. This particular song is the type of country I don't really like. But it's really popular. Okay, like this is where the money is going to be made. Okay, so I think in America, country is just one of those genres that's really big right now, and I think it's smart business wise, like to be in the country chart. Like if you could be charting in Nashville, it's a good idea. So I think from the perspective of like, okay, The Warning came out when they first started. They were like a very specific kind of like punky metal, just kind of like Foo Fighters-y, like kind of rock, right? And as we all discuss all the time, those kind of rock bands are just not promoted now by the music industry. And it's really hard to build a fan base in those genres. Whereas if you're like an R&B artist or EDM, the like industry pushes you and pushes you and pushes you. And so all you're getting is like EDM, 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 EDM. And then it's like, some pop, like the poppy girls, they also get promoted. And then it's like the R&B singers that is like so popular. Like my high school students that I teach, one of them exclusively only likes kind of like the modern R&B. And that's just, he's not even open to rock and roll because his entire like generation, he's just into like Hilani, and then he sings Superpowers and he sings Head in a Jar. So those are all like R&B, like very modern R&B songs. And so that's what the kids are listening to these days. So I think it'd be very rare, even though the Warning is the same age as all these other kids, people their age aren't actually listening to the Warnings type of music. Whereas I think Queen of the Murder Scene was absolute brilliance. Okay. And then I loved all the other stuff, you know, like Choke and like what were my favorite ones if I just go through here. I loved Choke. I love Animosity. I love Dust to Dust. That's of course from, isn't that from Queen of the Murder Scene? Okay. And then I loved, what is that? Their TEDx talk. I loved Crimson Queen. I love the whole, like literally the entire Queen of the Murder Scene. I just love. Okay. Oh yeah, Black Holes, Breathe. I really liked that. Hunter. I liked Revenant. When I'm Alone, one, you know, Danny's first song, just like a good song. Oh, Narcisista, very nice song. I liked that one a lot. Consume, yeah, and then I just heard Escapism, which I really liked. So I like those type of songs. Okay, this song was not my type of song, but I do think that the music video is very good and like it's very realistic to what would happen. So they're in like some casino, some shady bar. It's very country. Then they're like there's like a slot machine in the place and a jukebox and there's like darts and it's kind of like, you know, country bar vibes, right? Then they're in a karaoke thing. Okay, they're like at a karaoke thing in front of, it's like they're in a karaoke bar, but like they're playing as a full band in a karaoke bar with their lyrics behind them. I think it's really clever. So like from a, you want to break out, you want to make a lot of money, you want to have like more people discover you, team up with Carin Leon and like do songs with him because they can be the backing band for his more like rocky stuff and it can like really get people to know them. And because they're both Mexican artists, it's like important that they stick together. So that's my opinion of this. Like I think it's good, but it's not my genre that I like. If you are into this country type of music, great. Just not, this particular thing is not my thing, but I think it's really good. And I think it's going to give them more opportunities like that. If they do a country album, they can go to Stagecoach. Is he there too? Like, I don't think he's here. I don't see Carin Leon, right? So he probably won't be there. And I just saw he's coming to San Jose in like September and he's playing a very big venue. He's playing like SAP Center. It's like a hockey arena, you know? So he's big time. So it's really good for them to do this collab. But I'm just going to be obsessed with like their first few albums. And then let's see what their next album is. I mean, I'm very curious. They could be doing more genres. They could stick to their original genre, you know, and they do all types of songs. They have punk rock songs and they have metal songs, right? So it's just kind of like, that's more my cup of tea. But hey, so I don't think they're going to do To Be Loved at Bottle Rock. Maybe, but he's not going to be there. But I don't know. We'll see. Whatever they do, I'm just going to be happy to see them live, you know? I'm not going to be picky about what songs they choose. It's like, it's more about I want to see the whole production quality and like how they sound live and how they are with the dynamic of being in front of the crowd and all that. Like, that's what I'm really excited about. But that is very interesting. But my perspective is that it's good for them because they get exposure to an entire new market and there's so many opportunities in that. But it's just interesting because he is so big time, you know? He is big time. See, SAP Center San Jose. That is a huge venue, okay? He's like super big time. Sacramento, the Golden One Center. And then I'm sure there's all these other things he's doing. He's like super big time. Oh, he's going to play the Sphere. Okay, there you go. So he's so big that he's going to fill the Sphere. That's insane. And it's on September 6 weekend. That might be Mexican Independence weekend. Hold on. Mexican Independence. It is Mexican Independence Day. September 16th. Yeah. So it's September 16th. And I know this because once I went to Vegas in September and it was Mexican Independence weekend and it was like a big deal. So he is going to be there like right before that, and see how these are all sold out over here. It's because everyone's going to be in Vegas for Mexican Independence weekend. The fact that he's selling out the Sphere is literally crazy, because it just goes to show how what genre you're in and what like demographic you are in America completely reflects what ads you get and like what artists you know about. Because I had never heard of him. However, I know that like the Eagles are playing at the Sphere, and in my world, I know the Fish are playing at the Sphere, and I'm going, and the Backstreet Boys played at the Sphere, and they're playing right now. And I know like the DJs who play there, and I know that, you know, Dead and Company was playing there. I don't know about any like country or Mexican artists playing there because it's not advertised to me. It's like a completely different world. But if he's playing at the Sphere, he is big, 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 big time. And so for him to have the warning on a song with him is so good for them. However, is it my genre? No, but they're like the guests, okay? They're like the guests in this song, and so they're going to do whatever genre Carin Leon wants, okay? And it is a smart business decision. So you don't have to like every song, by the way. Like, it's okay. Like, we are going to have our preferences, and, you know, I'm going to like Psychotic, even though it's like P-S-Y-O-C, whatever, whatever. It's like, hey, Mickey, you're so fine, but I love it. All right, well, that's kind of big news. I and honestly, it's so funny, but one of the things I do as a reactor that's important to me is that I kind of stay on out. I like try not to read news. Okay. Why? Because I want to be surprised. Like I actually want to show I like to learn live, like while I'm on camera. And I like to be like very naive about things because then I learn. Whereas if I was like reading everything, then I'm like acting like some expert. I'm not an expert and I'm not very good at remembering like facts anyway. So I'd rather you guys tell me all these things and then I find out about it and I'm like, oh my God, like I had no idea. And then by the end of the video, I'm like, oh my God, Carin Leon, like, this is like a huge deal, right? I'm like, this is crazy. So I love that instead of like researching him before, I figure this out after, and then it makes it a much more genuine reaction. So that's like, even sometimes people will be like, oh, you have to hear such and such. And I'm like, don't play it for me. Like, don't play it for me because I want to react to it like genuinely on live, on like recording a video. I don't want to just like hear it and then like react, but I've already heard it. You know what I'm saying? So the same with news. I try not to know music news. And then when I find out about it, I'm like, whoa, totally shocked. All right, well, I wonder if he's going to invite them. I think they might be on tour around September somewhere else, but I wonder if they're going to be invited to perform at the Sphere. That would be a big deal because that would be a lot of people with eyes on them. So pretty cool. He's like a big deal and I love it. So anyway, thank you guys so much. And this was requested by a nice fan of the warning. And yeah, a lot of us are going to be at Bottle Rock. So I'll make some kind of chat or like, you know, on my Patreon or something. I'll figure out how to like coordinate. Maybe my Discord, I can make a channel. I have a warning channel already, but maybe that's how we should coordinate for Bottle Rock for hanging out. We can all like grab a hot dog together. Though the food's much nicer than hot dogs. They actually have like gourmet culinary things, and we have a lot of like California things like dim sum and tacos and like really good stuff. So we should definitely do that. So I will get that organized as we get closer, and let's hope that I get the press pass because then I can like go backstage or whatever. But the odds might be low because they're like, who's your boss? Who's your news outlet? I'm like, Erica Reacts. You've heard of it, right? On YouTube. They're like, how many pieces are you going to do? I'm like, I'll do some stuff before Bottle Rock and after. Like, I'm going to do like a preview and then I'll do recaps. Like, please pick me. Anyway, so we'll see. But either way, I'll be there. So we'll hang out. Okay, bye.